I'm Alejandra, 20, and this is my interview for the city class. So, welcome, I don't know. What's your name?
My name is Samantha.
For the interview, first I want to know where are you from?
The United States.
United States, and which state?
Maryland. It's northeast. Very small.
And how is the life there?
I live in a very small town, so it's mainly farmland, cornfields, cows, stuff like that you typically imagine. So being here is something different.
I grow near to a farm. Okay, yes, it's a farm part, and I don't practice the milk or anything like that.
Milking the cows.
But I saw how the farmers did it. Yes. And the abono, the thing that the farmers use to make the plants grow. I don't know how to say.
Oh, fertilizer?
Fertilizers, yes. It was horrible in my school because my school was near to was in the farm. And when I had classes, it was horrible to have to smell that.
Yes, it smells terrible. I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, but I almost spent my childhood in those places. But now I am traveling. No, I transfer in the downtown or yes, between the university and
how old are you?
How old? 20. And do you like Colombia?
Yeah, I love Bogota and specific. I've only been a few places in Colombia, but I think Bogota definitely is the best one so far.
Why?
I like the big city, especially since I come from such a small place. I like the fact that there's so much to do here, there's so many people. I loved Medellin too, I was just recently there, and again, big city, lots of people, beautiful architecture, but I don't know, since I've been in Bogota for the majority of my time here, I think it feels more like home. So,
do you like find easier the things? Because
in Bogota?
Yes, because in the small towns maybe it's more difficult. Yes, and in the small towns maybe you can find the same people all the time. In this city you can find in all places different people and different cultures, because you are speaking with I don't know, with an old man in Candelaria, I don't know, and maybe you are speaking with another man from Ghana or another countries. It is more cultural the city.
Yeah.
Yes. And the small towns that have that disadvantage. There aren't many less people.
There aren't as many people.
And what do you want to know about?
So you're studying to be an English teacher as well?
Yeah, I study for being a teacher in the university. I am in 9th semester.
So you're about to graduate?
Yeah. We are making the thesis. Yes.
Thesis?
Thesis, yes. Did you study in the university?
Yeah. Yep. I graduated right before I came here with my 2-year degree. I know you guys don't really have that here, but it's very big in the U.S. I got it in business management, so it's a good topic, I think. That's good that you want to be an English teacher. Do you want to stay in Bogota or you want to travel?
I always stay in Bogota. I have traveled to near cities, but not abroad. So I would like to travel, but one limitation is the money.
Yes, definitely.
I have looked for some interchanges, but it's so expensive. So I have to work more to achieve it.
Yeah, there's a lot of teaching programs I think abroad, especially for English. So especially because you're going to speak both English and Spanish, that's awesome. Because I mean, there are a lot of people that speak different languages, but it's good to be fluent, and I'm not. So it definitely is needed in the the States and other places. I'm sure you'll travel.
And how do you really come to Colombia?
I flew here. I came at the end of February.
Are you doing a volunteering?
Yep, I'm volunteering for 3 months, just doing different projects. So I teach in Swacha, teach English. I teach locally in Bogota at Mamulanda and San Jorge, which is like I don't know what you call it, but it's like where boys have been taken off the streets that have been involved in drugs and partying and just bad situations. They put them in there to like kind of straighten them out. So we teach them English and just kind of hang out with them, befriend them. So it's really nice. Construction, very helpful. But overall, I think my favorite is teaching the kids. Just you get to connect with them so much more. So it's nice. I'm definitely glad I'm here.
And did you know anything about English? Spanish?
Before I came here, I did it. I took it in high school, but I don't remember any of it. So when I came here, at first it was difficult because there's obviously a language barrier. But a couple of my roommates know it, so that helped. And also, I made Colombian friends, which helped me practice Spanish. So over the 2 months that I've been here so far, I can definitely understand a lot more than what I could when I got here. I picked up several phrases that are constantly being used, and I can have conversations with people now, whereas when I got here I absolutely did not understand anything. So it's nice, and especially helps when I'm traveling by myself, that I can get around decently without struggling as much. Yes, it's very difficult. I mean, even now, like I understand when they ask me questions, but it's hard for me to pronunciate Spanish words. So like when I'm trying to tell them how to do a certain thing or how to pronounce it, charades definitely comes in handy, like acting out what I'm saying. So it kind of still presents an issue, but it's easier, I guess.
Yes, the practice. Yes. Because you are immersed in the Spanish country.
Yes, yeah, it's everywhere. I can't really get away from it.
You can practice anywhere. Yes.
Yeah.
And do you want to study bachelor in pedagogy or something like that?
So teaching English is kind of like completely opposite of what I want to study. I didn't really think I was going to come here and like being with the kids so much, but I love it. I don't think I would be a teacher per se as a career, but it's a good experience. When I go back to school, I want to do international business and psychology. So just to continue traveling and establish maybe a business or some mind or be involved. Everyone wants to be successful, so that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
I don't know, in which cities have you visited?
In Colombia, I've gone to Santa Marta, San Gil, Medellin, a couple of little towns that I don't really remember what they're called. Just like stopped for a little bit, but I still have a lot more that I want to see. So.
And did you know the sea? Or just in here, Colombia, when you travel to Santa Marta?
This, like
the ocean?
Oh, yeah, so I did Tayrona Park, the big touristy attraction when you're there. So I hiked that, and it was just incredible to see like how green the water was there. Especially like being here for I was here for a month and a half before I went and saw the beach again. And where I come from, I'm surrounded by water, so it was great to be back on the ocean front. So it's beautiful. Have you been to Santa Marta?
No, I haven't. I just have traveled near to Bogota, and I once I traveled from one project in the school that we traveled to I don't remember, Guapi, near to Guapi. It's an island where there was a prison, and now it's covered from all of cover with nature. Okay, the prisons closed, and the nature started to grow again, and the prison is covered of the trees or yes, the
like
plants
grass.
and animals, and it is so beautiful that place. It was that experience was amazing because I was like 14, and it was the first time that I tried airplane, and I knew the beach, the ocean, and it was amazing.
And where is that?
Where is that? Is the no, I don't know. I am so the eyes. I don't know how to say it. I don't have good memory, and
Is it in Bogota?
no, it is like 3 hours away from Bogota. Yes, traveling by airplane to one place, and then you have to take a boat to arrive to the island. Yeah, and it was amazing experience because near to that island there was another island that it was totally virgin. I don't know how to say it. Yes, that any man was in there.
Oh,
any man.
uninhabited.
Yes, and for example, there were many monkeys, little monkeys. I don't know what they call, and they were like trained to so.
They were?
They were trained to some things like acts with a man, and they organized in a row in order to do some tricks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, and that's my experience. Has it been difficult to be separated from your family?
No, not really. I like the distance. Like I live with my mom and stepdad at home, so being out here and not living with them it's strange, but it's nice because I feel like I'm growing up more, being away from them and like having to do things more on my own and just not have them over me all the time. Do you live with your parents here? Do you live with your parents in Bogota?
Yes, I live with my mother and my brother, and I think I am very dependent from my family because I am able to travel near to Bogota, but I think it is totally different when you travel another country because you are alone and you have to or by your own, yes. And you have to be independent. Anyway, you have to get the things that you need to survive.
Yeah, it's definitely scary at first because I'd only ever traveled to a couple places by myself in the United States, just going to different states, and that was it was nice to be alone, but my mom was still a little weary on me going. So when I told her I was going to Colombia by myself, she was very, very scared, especially since Colombia in America doesn't have such a great reputation for being safe and good for tourists. But I came here and I'm glad I did. Like now she just has a completely different perspective, and I'm glad I did it. It's different traveling abroad by yourself, but I feel like you definitely get better experiences traveling alone.
Okay, I think it is difficult the first time that you travel alone, but it is question of or issue to that concept because you have to do things by your own, but you started to develop those skills that you have to socialize with other people, and you start thinking in other way when you are alone, and that's the difference. Maybe the first time that you travel is so difficult, but in the next ones they're easier.
Yeah, I feel like now that I've come to Colombia by myself, I'm like, I can pretty much go anywhere.
I can do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a confidence booster knowing like I got here, like I've been here for 2 months, 2.5 months or whatever, and I'm still here, like I'm still alive, like, and I've just, since traveling to Colombia, like I've traveled so many other places by myself. Like I went to Medellin by myself, and I mean, yeah, it was scary, and especially since I'm not fluent in Spanish, it's a little bit more difficult. But like just doing it, it's just so it's so great. Like I feel like it's definitely like a learning experience, and I appreciate every moment going by myself.
Yes, and you learn a lot of things because
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to match or more things alone. Yes,
Yeah.
because you lost the fear to ask or yes, to interact with other people. And
Yeah, definitely forced to talk more.
when you are with other with friends or with family, you are more shy. I don't know. You feel more comfortable with your family and you ask.
Yeah, so you don't really talk to anyone else. But yeah, I definitely noticed that. Like I went to Santa Marta with some of my roommates, and we didn't socialize with many people in our hostel just because we kind of already had a friend group. So it's like, whatever. But yeah, so when I was traveling myself, I met just the most incredible people. I met probably like 20 of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And that wouldn't have happened, I feel, like if I was, with my friends. I feel like I wouldn't have come out of my bubble as much and really met those people like the way I did and hung out with them and got to know them. So definitely think I'm going to continue traveling by myself. I mean, yes, obviously traveling with friends or family is more comfortable, but I feel like being independent and really just having only yourself to rely on for stuff, it makes you grow up.
Yes. Why did you make the decision to travel here in Colombia?
So I really just wanted to travel and help people at the same time. Since I just graduated college, I didn't really know what I wanted to go back and pursue my 4-year degree in. So I was like, you know what? I've never really heard a lot about Colombia. I've never really thought about the culture or the people or society here. So I googled different places, different opportunities to volunteer abroad, and I was about to go with a different country, but then I took a second look, and I don't know, Colombia just kind of stood out to me, so I ended up here, and I feel like it was definitely meant to be. I'm definitely meant to be here and meant to be doing what I'm doing. So
it was a good decision.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Right. And after the 3 months, do you want to try another country?
Yep. So I'm going back to the United States in the end of May. But after I get there, I feel like I'm going to be very restless just being in the States again, just because I've been abroad for what feels like a little bit longer than. So I think once I get back in the States, I'll probably stay there for a little bit, just, stay with my family and get back into my routine. And then I'm looking to go to school abroad, in Europe somewhere. So hopefully that'll work out in my favor and just continue traveling mainly, just because there's just so much in the world to see. I'm so excited for you guys, because I was thinking there's more opportunities to teach English. So many opportunities, and they pay for your stay. All across the world. When I was in Medellin, I met a couple girls that teach in Armenia, in Colombia, and they love it. They get paid for it, and they get to travel at the same time. So I think I'm going to continue teaching. Where do you want to go next? Where's your main goal of visiting, traveling to next?
Where I want to travel next. I plan to travel to United States, maybe to a camp summer, and to have the experience to travel alone and involved with the culture, because I want to improve my English and have the experience, because I know that we can't meet more people and make more contacts to continue traveling to other countries. So I want to travel to the United States, but I think it is difficult by the money, because of the money. But I want to do something like the volunteering, but I was looking for volunteering, but it's also difficult to access to those programs, because you need so much time, too much time in order to the volunteering.
Yeah, to go and actually make a difference.
Yes, you have to stop all your projects in order to continue with the volunteering. Yes.
It's hard. Yeah, timing is everything. Timing and money.
Yes, time and money, and I think Colombian culture is so close with relatives. We are so close with family, so it is difficult to be in distance, within the distance with the family. So, but it is a challenge. It is a challenge of everyone has to, and I think it is a plan for my life. Yes, I want to try it, and I plan to do it in the next year.
Excited for you.